Hey guys, sorry it's been a while since I've directly spoken to you. I've been up here in heaven ever since I was murdered by my sock puppet Arnold. It's pretty nice up here actually. There's a theater where I just saw a Minecraft movie, and I wasn't gonna make a video, but it was such cinema that I can't physically contain the strong romantic feelings I have for it. Just like how Steve can't contain his romantic feelings for Garrett. From the very beginning, I was attached to the very in-depth character that was Steve, played by Jack Black. Warning, spoilers ahead. As a child,
I yearned for the mine.
He mines and finds the diamond cube thing, which leads him to Minecraft is under the threat of the Nether, so he gets his dog, Dennis Daly, to escape and hide the cube under his bed. Years later, we see Garrett, the garbage man, Garrison, the hottest man alive, played by Jason Momoa, who owns a video game store, but he's broke and he's getting evicted. He wins the storage auction to win Steve's belongings. After he outbids Dan TDM in the lamest cameo ever, he looks so interested. In the storage is Steve's wonderful glowing cube, which our boy Garrett takes for himself. Where did they think Steve went after that he vanished? I don't know, there's a whole bunch of plot holes in this. Then we meet our other two misfits, Natalie and Henry. Their mom just died, because of course she did. And apparently their mom's dying wish for them to move to a random house in Idaho. The lore isn't explained, so we just go with it. There's a real estate agent named Don who sold the house to these people. Henry's a very creative young boy who builds a makeshift jetpack at school and frickin' blows up a whole mascot statue.
Flies up and hits the roof of an office building. That office belongs to none other than his sister Natalia.
He gets no repercussions from the principal, played by Jennifer Coolidge, who ends up getting in a romantic relationship with a villager. After he makes an acquaintance with Garrett at his game shop, he grabs the cube, which leads him to the mines with Garrett. Yes, we're already getting into the Minecraft part because this film's pacing is absolutely horrendous. Somehow, Natalie and the goofy real estate agent get there just in time to go through the Minecraft portal with them. And there's our setup. When Don fell through the portal, all the children in the theater laughed, because I happened to be in the theater during some child's birthday party. Happy birthday, Liam. Downside to this was that these children wouldn't shut up, and despite the idiot next to me screaming chicken jockey the entire time, my sister and I were the only people in the theater who clapped for the brilliant scene itself.
He's coming into the real world above a road. A car comes along and hits him. When it hits him, a woman gets out of the car. That woman is none other than Henry's principal, and surprisingly, she starts to fall in love with the villager. What a strange woman.
They meet Steve, who fights away the zombies and introduces himself.
I am Steve.
This is not a special effect, by the way. Jack Black's eyebrow actually makes it Jack Black's eyebrow actually makes a thunder sound whenever he raises his eyebrow. Jack Black's eyebrow actually makes a thunder sound whenever he raises it. There's a really good Technoblade reference in the film, but I bet none of the children in the theater understood what that meant. But then Steve sings the greatest song ever.
Lava, chicken. Steve's lava chicken, yes, tasty as hell. Ooh, mamacita, now you're ringing the bell. Crispy and juicy, now you're having a snack. Ooh, super spicy, it's a lava attack.
After learning how to craft stuff from Steve, Henry was so creative that he makes a tater tot gun, because they were in Idaho, and Idaho has potatoes. After a piglin raid, which shout out to my boy Big Chungus, the team has to split up, and they do some goofy things. And the jokes in this continue to be amazing, and they're real knee slappers that the children were having a gay old time with. Steve and Garrett also have a really gay moment. Around this point, there was some of the greatest writing I've ever seen. Henry is suddenly mad at Garrett for being so selfish after stealing the diamonds in the mine, and calls him the worst person ever. The tone shifts very suddenly, and Garrett admits that he's poor, and they smooth things over, being each other's friends. And after this villager dating scene, which later continues with the funniest joke in existence.
Are you finished?
No, I think he's Swedish.
Garrett explains that he kinda stole the cube, and Henry calls him the worst person ever again. Whatever the case, let's just skip forward to when they're at the mansion, which they need to be at to fix the cube that Garrett had broken earlier to get back home. But I could barely even tell they were there, because suddenly Steve and Garrett are singing some goofy song in hats to distract the pillagers or something.
They want me to fight the chicken? Chicken jockey!
Eventually, the piglins blow up the bridge to the mansion. And they're just suddenly in a mushroom house for some reason, and Garrett apparently freaking died. But then Nether has a war with the Grover world, which is basically solved with an iron golem defeating all of the problems. After this big epic battle, they restore light to the overworld, and they're able to go back home. And Garrett's just suddenly alive again, because he pulled a Bugs Bunny in Space Jam: A New Legacy.
I told you, I'm a toon, Doc. I can survive anything.
good to see you, buddy.
and did a water bucket clutch, but not before a heartfelt song from Steve to his dog Dennis.
Go now, Dennis. Change Don's life, Dennis. My doggy, doggy, doggy. My Dennis.
After they all go back home, Steve ponders for a moment, and he decides to return to Earth too. They then make a game called Block City Battle Buddies, and Henry finally makes a jetpack. They all sing together in the greatest ending of all time. And then there's a credit scene where the principal tries to breed with a villager using bread. This is just the most beautiful thing I've ever watched.
You see, when Marlene's Jeep Grand Cherokee ran me over, I was struck by a love so powerful, it transcended the barriers of conventional speech. Now I speak human, and she speaks villager. Marlene, ever since we met last night, I wanted to say, would you marry me?
Yes! Yes! 1,000 times yes!
And not to mention the after credit scene where Steve comes across Alex. The kids all took a photo in front of the screen at the end of it all, and I should have photobombed it and flipped off the camera. This was an absolutely life-changing experience. The sexiest thing ever. Even Steve himself agrees.